Hello everyone and welcome to class. My name is Rachel and this is the Girl with the Pilates Mat Studio. You're here today because you are looking for a 20-minute full body workout to strengthen your core, all of the core. So we're going to work front, side and back, but also to release any tension you have in your back as well. So without further ado, let us get started. And today, what we're going to do is start in this position. So I want you to get onto your mat and mirror me as closely as you can. This is going to work on just opening out the hips, all right? And I've got a little special thing for you today. Not only are we going to do core work, but all the transitions between the exercises are also going to work your core. All right, so draw the tummy muscles in. Let's bring the arms up, reaching out, and begin with our warm-up. So we're going to come down, side stretch over. You're going to lift, taking the hand the other way. Side stretch, looking up. And then we're going to come down. Side stretch over. Lift. And reaching up and over. One more time, down. Side stretch over. Lift. And the other way. Now you're going to bring your arms up, and without using your hands, you're just going to switch your legs around to the other side. Here we go. Side stretch over. Lift. And stretch. And two. Over. Lift. So we're going to improve flexibility and mobility, as well as strengthen your body. One more. Over and out. Now let's go back the other way. Very good. Come down onto your elbows. Bring your knees one on top of the other. Hand on the hip. Now pull your tummy in. Lift up off the ground there. So you're working the side of your waist onto the clamshell. So starting with loosening up those hips. And two. And three, and four, 5. So you've got to keep those hips really still. 7, and 8. Now reach that leg out, and you're going to lift up, take the arm over, and come back. So push into that elbow, lift, and down. Lift and down, lift and down. You're going to lift and then you're going to bring that leg up, hand behind the head, circle forward, 5 circles, keeping your hips still for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back the other way, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring that knee in. You're going to lift up, swivel straight onto the other side. Setting up for the clamshell. We're going to open and down. Open and down. 3. Tummies in. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8, well done. Now push into that elbow, lift up, reach the arm out. And come down. And again, lift. So this is like a transitional move. We're just adding a little stretch as well as working the side of that core. 2, last one. You're going to stay up. Well done. Take the hand behind the head, lift that leg up, 5 circles for 5. Going back, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other way for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring yourself down, lift up, transition back onto that first side. Now this time come down onto your elbow. Reach both those legs out and bring them to the front of your mat. You want to try and feel this exercise here towards the side and the front of the body. So you're going to exhale and bring both legs up and lower them down. Up and down. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Now think of those legs lengthening. The top leg, you are going to draw it along the bottom leg. And then from there, I want you to try and lift your waist. Can you see waistline off the floor? As you lift up, extend, flex the foot and reach out. And as you reach out, you're trying to elongate the leg, the body, everything. And again, we're going to draw in. We're going to unfold, flex the foot and down. We're going to draw in and unfold, flex the foot and down, drawing in, unfold, flex and down. Last one. Unfold, flex and down. Draw the tummy muscles in, bend the legs, come on up and see if you can swivel all the way around. So just having to do that, you're really working the core, okay? So coming down into your elbow, reaching the legs out towards the front of the mat, thinking about the front side of the abdominals. You're going to lift up and down, up and down, lift and lower. And if you're feeling it in your back, bring your feet even further forward till you can feel it on the side or the front of your waistline. 2, 1, draw that foot along and up. Try and get your waistline off the floor. So you're not lying your body on the floor. We are really lifting up. That's working the core. Unfold, flex, reach out and down. Draw along and lift, flex, reach out and down. 2 to go. Up, flex, reach out and down. Last one. Good, flex, reach out and down. Now this time we're going to bend those knees. We're going to come on up and we're going to transition to here. We're going to have our feet in line with hip bones. So ankles, knees, hips in line, hands underneath. And let's start by using those arms. So draw your shoulders down, lift your chest, raise your eye line, and just have a little stretch. Good. And then you're going to bring your arms out to the side, nice straight back. And as you exhale, I want you to round your back over your knees. And as you inhale, I want you to open and add that little bit of back extension. Exhale, rounding. Inhale, open. Exhale, rounding. Inhale, open. Now this time, exhale, round the spine and start to come back, 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 back as far as you can, keeping control of the body. Then you're going to inhale, exhale, pull the tummy muscles in and come back over the body, open out. Good, exhale, rounding. So going forward and then moving back. Inhale, exhale, pull the tummy in first, come forward and open out. Exhale, rounding, coming back. Inhale, exhale, coming forward and opening out. And then from there, you're going to take your hands behind you, pointing the fingers out. All right, keeping that alignment, you're going to press into the hands and just lift up, reach and stretch. So stretching the whole front of the body. Inhale to come down. Exhale, coming up. Inhale, lowering down. Exhale, coming up. Inhale down, just 2 more. Exhale up. Inhale down and exhale up. Inhale down. Now from there, I want you to go back onto your elbows and bring your legs up into tabletop. Okay, so we want the tummy muscles in. We want to really lift up through that spine and at the same time draw in on the front of the body. So think of closing your ribs. Keeping that alignment is going to be challenging. We're just going to go over to the right. So spines twist here and then exhale to come up. Other way, inhale over. So you're only moving from your waistline. That's it. Inhale over, exhale up. So don't lose that form. Keep the chest lifted. And up. Good. Inhale over. Exhale up. Inhale over. Exhale up. Last 2. Over and up. And then from there, you're going to push yourself up, but keep the feet in the air. And then just come into a little balance. So now we're really going to focus just on our position. Relax your shoulders, finding that balance in the body. And then take your left leg down onto the floor. That's it. Right leg out. So we're going to try the roll up with one leg, okay? So you've got your knees together, arms out. You're going to exhale, pulling the tummy muscles in, coming all the way down, reach the arms overhead. You're then going to inhale, moving the arms, head and chest. Exhale, and if you need assistance, you can hold on to the leg to bring you up. And if you want to stretch, you can pull that leg a little closer. Yes, at the end of the movement, then you release. We're just doing 3. This is number 2. And down, inhale. Exhale up. Take hold of that leg, gentle stretch. Release, hold with the tummy muscles coming down. Arms over the head. This is working the whole of your lower core. Lifting up. Little stretch. Well done. Take that leg down. Let's go on to the other side. So draw the tummy muscles in, coming down. Now you can always slide the arms down the leg if you need to. Arms overhead. Keep your knees together. Inhale. Exhale up. Let's add a gentle stretch. Release. Coming down. Arms overhead. Coming forward. Lifting up. Gentle stretch. Last one. And coming down. Good. Arms overhead. Lifting up. Gentle stretch. Bring that leg back to tabletop. Bring the other leg up. And then you're going to lower down. Hands are going to just come onto the shins. We're just going to do a little bit of rolling. So you're going to draw the tummy muscles in. Tip back, gentle roll. Come up. And I want you to extend your right arm, right leg. And bring them in. Draw the tummy in, tip back and roll. Hold it. Left arm, left leg. And back in. Let's try that again. So roll back. And up. Release right arm, right leg. And bring everything back in. Tip back. And up. Release. Left arm, left leg. And back in. Roll back. And up if you can. Release both. And in last time. And release both. And in. Well done. Turning around. Coming straight down onto your front. Basic back extension to start with. Legs together. arms reaching back, eye line down. And then as you breathe in, you're going to lift your chest away from the floor. Breathe out to lower down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Last one. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. Now bring your hands around to the front. And I want you to bring your right leg around to the side. Okay, and then from there, take the hands slightly forward. You're going to push up into a little back extension. So just coming onto the elbows. All right, and then down. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, lowering down. One more. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, lowering down, switch sides. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. And last one, inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Bring those legs down, hands under your shoulders, push on up to your kneeling position. Okay, so let's have those hands directly under the shoulders. Let's do a cat stretch. So separate your knees just a little. Then you're going to exhale, pull the abdominals in, tucking under and give your back that lovely release it needs. And then inhale, think of unraveling from the tailbone all the way to the crown of the head. Good. Exhale, tucking under. Give yourself that big, 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 big stretch. Reaching back out, feeling your spine lengthening, feeling the tension release. Last one. And that, now reach your arm out to the side, arm closest to me, reach it out to the side. Let's thread the needle, threading underneath. Reaching, finding that lovely rotation. Coming through, open, stretch. And bring the hand down. Other side, reach it out to begin. Bending the elbow and reach. Coming back and open and down. Well done. From there, tuck the toes under. You're going to exhale, lifting into your up stretch, pushing the weight back towards your feet. And let's just lower the right heel, bending the left knee. And then switch sides. Good. And then just move between those feet, right and left. Right and left. And each time you do that, try and get your chest a little closer to that bent knee. That's it. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Bringing both those feet down and walk those feet in until they're underneath your hips. Take the weight out of your hands. Let your body just hang for a moment. And now bend those knees to release that back. Let your head hang down. Take a breath in. Breathing out, you're going to slowly uncurl that spine, coming all the way up to standing. You take a breath in, lift the arms up. Breathing out, reach out to the side. Inhale up. Exhale out. And last one, inhale up. Exhale all the way out. And there you go. Thank you so much for joining me. That was your 20 minutes of core work, releasing the back, strengthening the core, lots of lovely stretches. I really hope you enjoyed it. Do press that like button. It would really, really help me if you subscribed as well. And why not share with a friend or a family member? This is, I would say today, was a mixed ability workout. So if you're looking for more workouts like this, do check out my mixed ability Pilates playlist. All right, and I am live, so if you're here with me now and you've got a question you want to ask me about your Pilates practice, then pop it into the chat and I shall come and answer you now. And if you're watching on recording, then why not stick around for the chat, because you never know what you're going to learn. All right, so thank you so much for joining me. Whatever you do today, have a wonderful day, and I'll see you soon. Thank you, everybody. Well done. Oh, that went very quickly today, didn't it? Lovely quick workout. So do let me know what you thought. And thank you very much. There's just over 100, 100 people working out today all over the world. So thank you for joining me, everyone. And let's whiz through the chat. I know there's lots and lots of people here. So I want to say a thank you to Mary Margaret Seagraves. Thank you very much, Mary, for your donation today. Much appreciated. Always lovely to get donations on YouTube as well as on my Ko-fi page. Those of you who are interested in what's going on behind the scenes at our studio, I do private post. I try and do one a week. I'm a little bit behind on Ko-fi, but I did a big one, didn't I, last week, with lots of information about what's coming up. If you'd like to be on the inside of the studio, being part of the team behind Girl with the Pilates mat, then do join my creator page on Ko-fi. You can set that up by making a one-off donation or a monthly donation. Anything you can donate would be really appreciated. I work for donations. I do not charge for any of the creativity, the exercises, the workouts that I give you. I've always maintained that I want to keep them free because I think it's important that everyone has the opportunity to work out. But if you're one of those people that can afford to pay for your teachers, for your class, then I would really appreciate it if you set up a monthly donation on Ko-fi. And it's entirely up to you what you want to donate. My suggestion is think of what a class will cost you in your own area and maybe choose a figure around there to pay me once a month. That would really, really help, because I'm trying to develop the studio. And with the donations I've had so far, I've been able to take on someone who's helping me one day a week now, and that's really helping my workload, because I do work most days. I work 6 days a week usually, and sometimes on a Sunday as well. And I'd like to be able to just work 5 days a week and have a little bit of a rest and me time. So if you can help, why not come join me on the inside on Ko-fi, and then you get all the lowdown of what's coming up. What I don't say, everything that goes on there is new and exclusive. It does come out later on YouTube. If you want to know what's going to happen first, Ko-fi is the place to go. Anyway, let's say hellos to who's here today. So hello to Rita LaFleur. Hello, Rita. Oh, there's all this time zone stuff going on, isn't there? Because we're in March at the moment. We haven't changed our clocks yet, but it is coming. But I think, am I right in saying, I think the West Coast of the States, is this correct? You've already changed, I'm not sure. So the time zones are all slightly different for everyone. So do check before class what time it's going to be in your time zone, because I stick to the same times. I stick to UK times. So it will always be 4 p.m. UK. But of course in March, we go forward an hour, so it'll be slightly different wherever you are. But we're currently 4 p.m. in the UK. In fact, we're 4:25 in the UK now. So check that against your own watch and see when your daylight savings change. I didn't realize it happened on the other side of the world as well. It's I'm not particularly keen on it either, because I just like it to be light all the time. But we're getting into spring, so it's going to be much lighter soon. I think we've got a week or two to go before ours change, but we will try and keep you posted on that. Hello, Leotie. It's an hour later for you as well. Well, I hope you managed to join me a little bit later. Hello to Marion Wilk in Germany. Lovely to see you. And yeah, the time change, I know it is really annoying, isn't it? It's one of those things, we just have to live with it, don't we? But like you, we hope that at some point they'll stop doing it. But for now, that's how it is. Corina in Mallorca. Hello to you, Corina. Lovely to see you. Sorry to read that you've had some health setbacks. I hope that you're feeling better today and you enjoyed our little session. I would call that quite a powerful workout today, albeit 20 minutes. It was quite a challenging one, but a nice quick one to do if you've got to go off to work and all that stuff. Robin Newcomb in Switzerland, hello to you. Lovely to hear spring is appearing in Switzerland. It is here too. Our daffodils are out and our garden is starting to spring into life, so that's rather lovely. June, hello to you. I know you can't join because you're at your chiropractor, but I wanted to give you a shout out because I know you are one of my regular donators on Ko-fi, so thank you very much. Lovely to see you here. Good morning, Kim B. Lovely to see you, Kim. Very nice to see Rita LaFleur, who's in Massachusetts. That's where you are, Rita. Thank you for sharing. Hello to Sue DePinto. Yes, this time change seems to have confused everybody because it sounds like the clocks have changed where you are but not here. Hello to Jasna. How are you? Oh, you're not very well, Jasna. Sorry to hear that. Feeling a little bit under the weather. Oh, I'm sorry, Jasna. Do take it easy, won't you? I always say to people, if you're feeling under the weather and your energy is a little bit low, don't push yourself at all physically. Just do what you need to do to rest, to recharge those batteries, to recuperate. But lovely to see you on the chat, Jasna. I hope you do feel better soon. Okay, going down, Carla La Bombard. Hello, Carla. Lovely to see you. Thank you very much for your donation. Kim B says, I can't ever get my legs out straight in a V position. Is that weak quads or what? Do you mean when they're up in the air? It could be a mixture of things. It's not really your quads, it's more your hip flexors. So these muscles here. So I'm guessing you mean that this movement where we're here, yes, where we're up here. It's very much an abdominal exercise. You really need to use your deep core muscles for that. You need strength in your back because your back has to be extended in that position, whether it's T's or whatever. But I would say practicing 1 foot in a V is a really good way to do it because you can really focus on the engagement. But yeah, it's not so much the quads because the quads, although the quads do aid that lift, you've got to have, it's more the sort of deep internal muscles here that allow you the ability to hold the leg in the air. Like I can really feel that here. But we'll one to work on, I would say, Kim. And also, you know, I always say this, please don't worry about it. If you can't straighten the legs, but you can lift the legs up, then keep doing that because that will strengthen those muscles through here. And it may be, Kim, sorry, I'm just thinking out loud, the brain's just ticking over. It may be that you also need to work on your hamstring flexibility. Because I know for some people, if you're able to get your legs up, you've obviously got abdominal strength there, Kim, which is fantastic. But if you can't quite straighten them, that might actually be that you need to improve your flexibility in your hamstrings. And I noticed that one of the videos that I did right at the beginning of my YouTube journey when I was in London was a 10-minute leg stretch. And it seems to have suddenly kind of leapt up in the popularity stakes. It's just 10 minutes lying on the floor, stretching out your hamstrings, your lower back, and the side of the legs, the inner and outer thighs as well. Superb stretches to do for anybody who wants to improve their leg flexibility, but also it does help release tension in the back as well. And on that note, I was thinking that next week I would do a stretch special because I know a lot of you, stretching is quite a big thing, isn't it? So I think next Monday, and you can let me know if you're still with me. I know there's still quite a lot of you here, if that's something you would like, but I think I might do a stretch special so we can just focus on really good stretches, passive and active stretches that you can do any time of day, morning, lunchtime, evening, before a workout, after a workout, all that stuff. I think we'll do that next week because it will really help you understand and learn where the issue may be. I hope that helps you, Kim. Sorry, slightly waffling there. Oh, here you go. I do have problems with my hip flexors and tight hamstrings. Okay, so yes, things to work on. Thank you and happy spring. Oh, bless you, Kim. Thank you very much. All right, so that it looks like that is a mix of stretches would be really good for you, Kim. And this really sounds odd to say this, but I have noticed this with a lot of people I've worked with, is that sometimes you've got to stretch the hip flexors to be able to get those legs straight, because if they're really, really, really tight, you're not going to be get those positions. So you need to kind of do, there's a really fantastic exercise that I will do with you next week, which I do with a lot of dancers, where you're kind of stretching and strengthening simultaneously the hip flexors. So we'll do that. I'm just going to make a note, Kim, for hip flexors, because I think that would be really, really beneficial for everyone. Hip flexors are very, very tight in most people. Unless they are regularly stretched, they can be an issue. So we'll do something on that next week. Okay, Marie McLennan. Hello, Marie. Lovely to see you. Thank you very much indeed for your donation today. Much appreciated. And yes, I'm just looking at the couple of questions that have come in. Catherine Studd. Hi, Catherine. Lovely to see you. Says, yes, please, for the stretches. Rita LaFleur says, yes, to hip flexor. Not like they say in hockey, hip chuck. Okay. Yes, stretches would be terrific, says Eleanor Kerr. Thank you, Eleanor. Right, that's it then. That's decided for next week. We will focus on a stretch special for you all. I'll get thinking about that. So it's a really effective one for you. Catherine Blasterer says, I've been doing your classes since the pandemic and really love them. Thank you, Catherine. That is wonderful to hear. And Catherine goes on to say, I can do the roll up with legs straight, no problem, but struggle to do it with the knees bent. Am I doing something wrong? No, you're not doing anything wrong, Catherine. The fact you can do it with the legs straight, fantastic. With the legs bent, and it's really interesting you bring this up because it's something that I find. I actually think sometimes it can be harder with the legs bent. I have to use my lower abdominals. That's the ones right across the bikini line. I have to use them more when my knees are bent, I find, than when my legs are straight. I actually, similar to you, Catherine, I find it easier legs straight. But if your legs are bent, the way you can do it to start, just to work out what it is for you, Catherine, is if you put your hands underneath and think more about flexing that spine, because it really is the flexion coupled with a sense of pulling in and up right down here, deep down in the abdominal cavity, that will get you into that position so you can kind of hold here. So I'm really pulling in and up on the pelvic floor, but also inwards and upwards, and at the same time I'm flexing my back. So it could be an issue with flexibility here, or it could be those lower abdominals doing it. And again, that's why I always offer those options, because you do the one that works for you. A traditional roll-up is with the legs straight, Catherine, so it's fantastic that you do that. But if you're realizing something's different with the knees bent, that might be a nice little thing for you to work on. And it will also give you more strength in those lower abdominals, sort of right across the bikini line area, the lower abs, very important. Hope that helps you. Nimi says, thank you. You're very welcome, Nimi. Corina Perry says, tips for the pelvic floor strain. Had to stop today. Last week, clamshell lift did it for me. Oh, that's interesting. Clamshell lift. Clamshell lift. Because is that the clamshell but up on the elbow? It's unusual that would strain your pelvic floor, because that's not really... I'm not disputing what you're saying, by the way, Corina. I'm just trying to work it out in my head while we're live. Because this movement actually works the back of the hip, and it stretches here and into the pelvic floor. So could it be that you went too far, you've maybe stretched it? Maybe, I don't know. But if you have strained your pelvic floor, that's quite a hard thing to do, to strain the pelvic floor. I would say the best thing to do is not to do any movements where the legs are opening. Keep the legs together. Same with anything on the floor. You can keep your feet either completely together or just hip width apart, and work on strengthening the glutes a little. And I think that might be the way to go. And of course, Corina, if you're not feeling great, then do rest as well. You might need some rest time in there, okay? Catherine Blasserer says, thanks, I think I need to work on lower deep abs and pelvic floor. We'll focus on that. Brilliant. Okay, Catherine, that's really good to hear. If you want to have a targeted pelvic floor workout, Catherine, I have 2 on the channel. And because I think you're quite advanced because you're doing this session today, I would say do my mat work. I've got a pelvic floor Pilates video which is lying down on a mat, and it's a really lovely one to do either at the beginning or the end of the day. It's quite mindful, but it talks you through exactly how and where to engage to exercise that muscle in a gentle, effective way without straining it. So again, that might be something for you to look at as well, Corina, when you're feeling rested. But yes, so hello to Karen Northcott. Hi, Karen. Karen says, hi, Rachel, I love your class. Thank you. You're very welcome. Lovely to have you here, Karen. Really, really good to see you. So I'm just going to quickly pop up and say hello to Angie Sharp. Hello to Sarah Runnacles. Lovely to see you there, Sarah. I love your messages. I also wanted to encourage all of you. I know a lot of you follow me already, but if you don't, I would love it if you could follow me on Instagram. It's exactly the same title, The Girl with the Pilates Mat. I'm trying to grow my following on there as well. So if you're not already following, because I post other stuff on there as well. I also post reminders and clips of videos from the past. The other day, I did actually post the very, very first live I ever did, which was just after lockdown. And I can't believe how much I've changed, like the way I look. I was blonde, I had blonde short hair. I was in the corner of the garage. My lovely husband had built this little platform. I was in the garage surrounded by all the kind of gardening equipment, trying to do my Pilates because we were all locked into our houses. So there's been many, many changes over the last, what is it now, 4 years since I've been doing this live. So I'd love it if you could follow me on Instagram, The Girl with the Pilates Mat, and interact with me there as well, because I do try and post on there at least 4 times a week. Okay, so hello to Arlen Donnelly in New York City. Hi Arlen, lovely to have you here. Hello to Martine de Kerpel, says, I loved it, but the roll down with one leg did not work so well for me. Roll up worked, however. I use my arms, I think, not my abs, right? That's very common. Lots of people do that, Martine, but did my best. It is another challenge to try again. Yeah, that's the reason I quite like doing a roll down with one leg in the air, because you can hold on to the leg, and that allows you the time. I think that's what we did today. I think we did it this way, didn't we? But you can also do it by holding on and bending the leg and doing it that way. And by doing that, this is for everyone, you can target your lower abdominals because you're holding your leg. So you're assisting and slowing down the movement in order to really target where you want to feel it. Because what can happen is that your body and your mind just want to get to the end of the journey, if you like. So if you see someone, like if you see me doing this, your body's just going to want to do the same. So it'll find the shortcut to do something similar. And what we try and do with Pilates is to help you teach your body what muscles you want to help you do that exercise. So if you're trying to, work on a core movement, you adapt it to make it work for you. So that means bending the leg so you can get the flexion in your spine, and it gives you a little moment to think, right, I need to pull in here on my lower abs and just slow it right down. And when you do that a few times, you'll then be teaching your muscles what you want them to do. And then when you come to do the exercise again, it will become a little bit easier because you'll be feeling it in your body as well as your mind. I hope that makes sense. But that's kind of what I try and do on the channel, is help you understand your body better, but help you master your own body, because that's what Pilates is about. It's about mastering your muscles, using your mind to really initiate the movement that you want it to do, but not in a way that causes strain or tension or stress in the mind or body. You want it to feel easy. And when I say easy, I don't mean an easy exercise, but I want it to feel like there's a sense of ease with doing it, if that makes sense. Wonderful. All right, I think we're just about there. I forgot to say hello to Cheryl in Virginia. Hello to you. I'm really glad you liked it. Lots of people saying they want the stretches next week, which is wonderful. Corina says, happy anniversary, Rachel and Cohen. Amazing work. Thank you very much, Corina. That's really kind. Yeah, we are, I think it is practically 4 years to the day since I did my first live stream. So, and look at us now. Look how far we've come. So I'm going to sign off for now, but we will agree that you all said you're happy with the stretch special next week. So that will be what we'll do next week. We will do a workout, well, a movement session completely focused on stretching out all those muscles you need to really get the best out of your Pilates workout. All right, so thank you very much for joining me today. Don't forget, I am around even if you're not seeing me. I check in on YouTube every day. I can't always answer the comments. I get about something like 800 messages a month now, something like that, and it's a lot, and I can't really answer everyone, but I do try and read through, and if I see something or I recognize a name, I think, oh yes, I will answer them. I try and do a little bit every day, so do interact with me there, and of course over on Instagram. It's been lovely to see you. I hope you have a fantastic week, everybody. Look after yourselves, and I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye for now.